Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ferdinand Seiler from the Voen company in Germany. I'm happy to present the Voen covering system.
Chiedo scusa, il signor Boracci non c'è un signore. Il suo nome per cortesia e invito tutti a mettere le cuffie. Ah, Seiler. Excuse me, please.
Okay, is it okay in English? Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I'm happy to present the Voen covering system to you together with our partner in Italy, the company Zeroplast in Bari. First of all, a little bit about the company. My boss, Mr. Reinhard Föhringer, he is a cherry grower as well. And when he had his first cherries, then he looked at a good covering system on the market, and he was not sure about the things he saw on the market in that time, and then he started to develop his own ideas about covering cherries, and it was then in the year 2002 when he started with his own idea. He showed his first ideas on different exhibitions and got feedback from the growers, and the growers said, okay, it's a good idea, so then he decided to start. Today, you can say we have established business from the Föhringer family and a lot of installations in Europe and other countries overseas. The idea of the Voen covers is we use a hairnet as base, and on this hairnet we stitch plastic flaps. You can see it here on the picture. The flaps, of course, they have to overlap, otherwise rain could come in, but in that way that we overlap, we have a very safe system. You see from the production, we have here a double stitched line, and the line of course has to be glued after. The idea of this system is very easy. I think we have some unique points that the Voen covering system offers, some unique points that no other covering system could offer. The first of all is the temperature. We have a permanent ventilation in the system, so it doesn't matter if it's day or if it's night, we have 24 hours ventilation, so we can regulate the temperature. We have several measurements of temperature from different institutions, and they all say the same. We have under the covers even the same temperature as we have outside the covers. So we think if you talk about what is at the end about the quality of the cherry, and that's the important thing for the grower, then this is a very important point from our point of view. So it is important to look at the plant health, it is important to have a characteristic growth, and if you look at the cherries, it is important to have stable acid values and firmness of the fruits. So at the end, high quality cherries. The next point, a very important point for us, is we have a very, very high storm resistance. We tested this successful in a lot of regions all over the world. For example, one example is Norway, where we have until today about 30 hectares, very stormy regions in the fjords of Norway, where the fall wind comes from the hill down on the coast. And all systems we have there are still existing. So that's one point we can say for sure, our systems resist in every region in the world. Another idea of our system is we have a very high flexibility. We try to do everything as simple as possible. That's a little bit the philosophy of our company, and we try to do everything very flexible. So if we look at the construction, we have the height could be from 3 meters up to maximum 5 meter height. We use as construction materials, we use steel, we use wooden poles, we use concrete poles. Any kind of slope in a field is no matter for us. It doesn't matter if the slope goes with the row or against the row, and the planted culture as well doesn't really matter for us. The system works. Here you see some examples for the wooden construction. You can see also the raspberries and the blueberries we have under the system. Here you see an example from the IDJ, where we have some raspberries covered. So, come back to the development of the company. We, as I told you, the first installations we had 2002 when we started. Today we realize projects all over the world, and we can say we have about more than 800 hectares today that we covered all around the globus. Here, for example, you see a picture from New South Wales, what is in Australia, where we have also a special situation. We have 6 meter row distance, Spanish bush, and we know today we have also more than 40 hectares in Australia that our system works in this row distance, and with the Spanish bush it works very good. The picture above is from South Africa, covered raspberries. I said we try to keep everything as simple as possible. We work in our system just with clips to fix the covers. We have, you see on the left side, a top clip we use to fix the covers at the top cable, and at the bottom we have the net, and on the net we just use a bottom clip. You see this here a little bit better. The top clip at the top in a distance of 1 meter, and the bottom clip in the row, in the middle of the row. And another big advantage you can see here is we have all cables over the covers. We have no cable running under the covers, so you are free to drive with your machineries and tractor. Doesn't matter how high your sprayer, for example, is. Another important point, it is in our construction very easy to fix insect or bird net. So if you have to control, for example, against the cherry fruit fly, it's no problem. We have today some installations for ecologic cherry production, and there it's, as you know, very important to have also a protection against the cherry fruit fly. The hibernation, I'm not sure about the situation in Italy, but at home in Germany, it's a very important issue for the growers to know what they can do with the covers in winter, and they like to store it as fast as possible. Of course, we have 2 possibilities. We can take them down and store them in a hall, just taking out the clips and roll the covers and store them. The other possibility, what most growers do today, is they hibernate the covers on the top cable. That works in a very easy way. You just have to install some expanders on the top cable, and then you just have to remove the bottom clip, bring up the covers to the top, and fix them with the bungee, with the hooks at the top cable. Very easy, very fast work to do. Here you can see what we do with the black plastic. We use a permanent black plastic, not a single-year black plastic. We leave this black plastic, you can see it here on the top in summertime when the covers are closed. We see very good benefits from this way of hibernating and this way of using black plastic. It's just a one-time installation. You have no risky cutting of the black plastic every year. You don't have the disposal problem, and you can use the black plastic for several years. So the idea is to leave as much of the materials you need for the covering in the orchard. Yes, that's all from my side. At the end, I think it's important, as I said, to have a good fruit quality and to have a system that works very well, that works safe, and yes, to have success in growing. And yeah, thank you very much for your attention.
Grazie.